Hello Aries, welcome, and it's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be a general collective message for any major Aries placements: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Keep in mind, Aries, timing and energy is fluid. This could pertain to something that has gone on recently in the past, is happening currently, could happen in the near future. This message may or may not be for you. Also keep in mind, energies, characters can be swapped around. So swap around the energies, but don't cram yourself into a message that's not meant to find you. Whenever you're guided to watch this, you're likely to find a message in here for you. So let's jump in, Aries. I'm going to use the Tea Leaf Oracle deck. We're going to grab a Romance Angels message, and then we're going to jump in and figure out what is going on with this current situation with the tarot. So let's jump in, Aries. I've already pre-shuffled all of the cards. Ooh, broken bridge. Unsuccessful outcome to a problem. So there's an Aries out there that I feel has been through the ringer, is kind of what I'm feeling with the broken bridge. I feel things have been very emotional, very stormy, chaotic, and maybe it's time to sever a connection. If you've been having all kinds of challenges and problems within a relationship, I do think it's kind of time to burn a bridge, Aries. But let's see what else needs to come through for you. Any messages, please, for my Aries collective: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. We get the clouds energy, and so temporary problems. And I do think you've been in this energy of being dissatisfied with your life, a cracked cup. And so they're showing me an image with this cracked cup, Aries. And so I do feel you got a lot of love here for somebody. I do feel you've got a lot of love, a lot of deep affection to give. I feel an Aries here that is very heart-centered, very caring. And I do feel there's some kind of disappointment, some kind of situation here, problems for sure. Clouds come, to clear the air. What do we got here? Handshake. So a meeting with a stranger could be important, but I do feel an Aries here that is learning to harness their deep personal strength when it comes to a dissatisfying situation. You think of a cracked cup. So this could go either way, right? So remember the unsuccessful outcome with the broken bridge. And so I feel, we can break a cup, we can glue it back together, but it's not going to be the same, right? And so it might just be better to go buy a new cup or to go down a new path. And that's just like a metaphor. And so I feel an Aries here that really wants love in their life. And maybe you've been dealing with a situation that's brought forward nothing but problems, nothing but chaos, conflict, and dissatisfaction. I think there's an Aries here, likely born in March, that is about to be stepping into some new energy. And so your wishes are coming true, but it might not be coming true in the way that you imagined it, is what I want to say. Because there is a situation here that I feel is broken, that you've been trying to put back together for quite some time. And I don't think you can put it back together, is what I'm feeling. So I think it's gonna take a lot of deep personal strength for you to step into a new peaceful experience, especially when it comes to love. So a lot of love here, a lot of love. So look at that, finances and career, calling in your soulmate. And so there's an Aries here that has been praying and affirming and visualizing what it is they want in a soulmate. And what I want to say is you can't manifest a specific person. You can manifest specific qualities, what it is that you're actually looking for, but we cannot hinder on another person's free will. And maybe there's been some financial issues that really have been creating a negative issue within your love life right now. But I feel if you've been calling in a soulmate, something needs to go in order for this soulmate to come in. So let's see what else needs to come through for you, Aries. Love. Love is definitely on your heart and your mind, but I do feel forgiving and learning. And there's that energy of time apart with somebody is on the horizon. There is going to need to be a separation. And this is a huge lesson when it comes to forgiving and learning. So what is it that you need to release and heal from the past in order for you to call in more love right now? Because what I'm seeing here is time apart with somebody, and I think you've been putting in the effort. I think you do want great love in your life, Aries. And so you've been putting in the effort. You've been, you know, taking all the right steps, but I feel it's just leading to more disappointment. And so maybe it's time to recognize that a separation might be needed. And I do feel forgiveness is going to be key. Forgiveness is definitely going to be key. So let's jump in with the tarot and see what else is going on here. Oh my God. The moon and the 8 of Cups. So you could be dealing with a Cancer or a Pisces. But I feel there's like this unfounded fear of walking away from something that I think you know in your heart of hearts you need to walk away from. There's an illusion here. Somebody's under the veil of an illusion, and I feel emotions really have been running high. So the moon deals with the shadow. I feel a karmic energy coming through. Somebody's been operating out of fear, out of their shadow, and there is something that does need to be walked away from. I feel an Aries that's on a spiritual journey. When we get to the 8, we're leaving the confusion behind and we're headed straight towards wish fulfillment. But we do got to make peace with all of this emotional baggage in order to leave it behind. And so I feel breaking free from an illusion. So let's see what else needs to come through for you, Aries. What do you need to release from the past in order to embrace more healing, in order to experience healing and more love? So I do feel a wish is about to come true, but I think it's going to be delivered in a package not quite what you expected. It's kind of what I'm feeling. So let's see what we got going on here. We're going to get your current situation and emotions, recent past, what's recently been put behind you, what's coming in the near future, a surprise from the universe, oh my gosh, and an overall energy. Okay, bottom of the deck, 2 of Swords in reverse. So what I heard, it's time to take the rose-colored glasses off because there's something very toxic here, something you've been chained to, likely a trauma bond, and it's time to break those chains. It's time to break this addictive cycle. Capricorn energy, and then we get the Tower in reversed. I think you've avoided embracing this truth and embracing this change up until now, but you can't avoid it anymore. This is going to be an entire shift in your belief system. This is Mars. This is brute force. This is coming unexpectedly. You're not going to be able to avoid this, but this is to break you free from a trauma bond of some sort, whether this is addictions, food, drugs, alcohol, a person, sex, porn, something that's not healthy here is getting blasted out of the water. And so your current energy and emotions, the Knight of Coins in reversed, the 2 of Pentacles in reversed with the 5 of Cups. And so I feel coming to terms with and acknowledging how deeply dissatisfied you have been. And so maybe there was some third-party energy in the past, and this really did affect a union of some sort. 2s are all about decisions and partnerships, and there is a major realignment here. Something is getting flipped upside down, because I do feel somebody really isn't truly invested in building something solid here, and I feel it's been challenging. There's a lot of grief here. There's a lot of regret. There's a lot of shame attached to this realignment. And so in the recent past, what I feel you've put behind you is a dead-end situation, or you need to, right? And so the 7 of Pentacles is, hey, I've spent a lot of time working on something. It's not growing. It's not yielding financial rewards, which is likely affecting your finances because you're dealing with a tyrant here. With the Emperor reversed and the Queen of Swords in reversed, I just feel like it's time to put the past to bed. The Queen of Swords in reverse could be living in self-denial. I feel maybe in the recent past there was some very harsh and angry words spoken to maybe the father of your children. The Emperor reversed is usually a father. Definitely not a good father. The Emperor in reversed is controlling, manipulative, looks for a weak woman that they can control, borderline narcissistic, but the Emperor in reverse does not do the right thing, does not take charge, lacks structure, lacks discipline, and I feel maybe you had a really harsh conversation in the recent past about a very stuck, stagnant situation that's created a lot of dissatisfaction. The Queen of Swords in reverse can indicate an ex. So the Emperor reversed and the Queen of Swords can be like an ex, where maybe you've tried to make things work for the last several years and it just feels like a bad investment. And so what you got coming in the near future is a complete shift in perspective about what I feel you think was a missed opportunity. Where likely there was some interference, more Pisces energy. This is coming out of a period of depression, soul suppression, dissatisfaction, and I think a major wake-up call. Judgment. This is an awakening. This is like a major shift in consciousness. Enlightenment is what I'm feeling, and making a final judgment call. And so I feel a final decision is going to be made in the near future, and a surprise from the universe is like, hey, look at that. We got the King of Swords in reversed with the Three of Wands and the Strength card. So Leo, more air energy. A surprise from the universe, I feel, is I think there's going to be some harsh communication coming. We've got somebody here all up in their ego. I feel somebody maybe has been lying about wanting to take steps in a new direction. I feel a lot of ego, an ego battle here. And so the overall energy, we get the Four of Swords in reversed, the Nine of Swords upright, which is indicating a Five of Swords, self-deception, manipulation, mind control, belittling, gaslighting, and this whole time pretending like you're in this happily ever after. And so there's a lack of truth. There's a lack of healing. There's something that I feel needs to die away. The Four of Swords upright is the death of a person or an idea. And there's fear about feeling this ending is what I'm feeling, because I think you wanted this so bad to be your happily ever after, but the Tower's coming in and saying this isn't going to work. This is not healthy. You're being encouraged to withdraw, to not invest in a new start or a new beginning. And I feel you might be feeling really foolish here. I think you've been holding on because you don't want to release all of the past baggage. There was, I think, at one point, a lot of emotions here. But what I see here is two people in a disconnect, feeling very foolish, no longer on the same page, and it is kind of time to take the rose-colored glasses off. So let's dig in a little bit deeper, Aries, and let's clarify some of these energies. I would like to clarify this Queen of Swords in reversed, because we got two people here that at one point in time I feel were soulmates. Two people here living in denial, holding on because of ego. But let's see what this Queen of Swords in reverse has to say. What has she got to say to this Emperor in reverse? I'm all done. I'm learning my lesson. Major completion of a very toxic cycle. So you could have fixed energy in your chart. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius. And look at that. I'm all done with this commitment. Healing. This is divinely guided change. Wow. Justice now on the bottom of the deck. Wow. So the universe is kind of stepping in and saying, hey, this is not divinely guided. This is not meant for you. This needs to kind of come to a close. So this could be the ending of a marriage, a long-standing committed partnership. I just feel somebody really received some poor counsel. And I feel this Queen of Swords is saying, I just want balance in my life. I just want healing in my life. And I feel something is coming to a close here. And this is like a major, major accomplishment. And so finding that balance and going towards a new beginning. I feel a Queen of Swords that's speaking up and saying, hey, this is really not what I want. This is not my wishes coming true. This was a false start. And putting that behind you. So let's take a look at this Judgment energy, because this is what's coming in the near future. Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Ace of Wands in reverse. So I feel you've really had a hard time with making a judgment call. I feel so badly you want to build a solid foundation here, but I feel like the spark's gone, the passion's gone, and it's kind of feeling like an entrapment. And so I feel the universe is saying it's time to make a judgment call. I do feel maybe it's time to block communication. And I think you thought at one point in time this was going to be a legacy for your family. And I do feel healing some family burdens, healing a family legacy, healing some family karma, and breaking free from these toxic childhood patterns. And so I feel somebody here that's lacked the strength to maybe build a foundation in a new direction to put the past behind, but there is going to be a shift in perspective here when it comes to what it is you want to plan towards building a future with. So let's take a look at this King of Swords in reversed. Let's see what he's got to say about all of this. The Lovers, the Two of Wands, the Page of Cups. We got somebody here that I feel is feeling the same way. This is not my wish fulfillment. We got a King of Swords in reverse here that might have been lying about wanting to take steps towards a different lover. The Lovers is always a choice between two. Could be dealing with a Gemini, but I feel we got a King of Swords here that's been lying about wanting to go in a new direction for a clean slate somewhere else. And I do feel an unexpected choice in love. And we've got a King of Swords here that's been secretly planning to take steps towards I feel another lover. Another lover. Wow. Let's take a look at this overall energy. Let's take a look at this Ten of Cups, Nine of Swords, Four of Swords reversed. Judgment reversed just flipped out. Queen of Cups, Seven of Coins reversed. And so a huge release of a very poor judgment call. And I feel somebody's held on to watering this dead tree for a really long time because there are emotions here. I feel an Aries that has deep love and affection for this other person and is very caring and wants deeply for family wishes to come true, but I feel it's stuck, it's stagnant, there's no growth. It's time to plant those seeds in a new direction, to come to terms with the fact that, hey, this was a bad judgment call. And I do feel a huge release of something very, very toxic here. Very unhealthy, very unbalanced, very toxic. It's long overdue for this release. So let's clarify this Five of Cups, your current energy and emotions, and this realignment. Healing. Strength reversed. Wheel of Fortune reversed. So there's challenges, there's delays, there's setbacks. I feel going through a period of healing. I also feel struggling in the mind, struggling with your ego when it comes to embracing a healing journey. I feel stepping into authenticity. This is indicating family wishes coming true, but I feel it will require a departure of somebody that's likely not very faithful. I feel there was a bad judgment call made here. Somebody's feeling foolish. There could have been somebody that stepped out on a connection for sure, which has created a lot of prolonged grieving, but I feel coming back into the light. There's that wounded healer energy. So this is likely linked to a Chiron aspect. I do feel deeply seated childhood wounds are being healed and stepping into the light. Stepping into the light, recognizing that this is just not working, and going towards happiness, learning a lesson, going on a healing journey for sure. So that's kind of what I got for you, Aries. I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, check out that description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thanks, Aries.